Greetings to you all. We are the Arcturians, here to tell you about the wonderful times that you will be moving into as you progress out of time and into the now. We see that many of you are beginning to activate your inner light body that has been latent inside your Kundalini. We see that many of your auras are moving beyond that fourth dimensional frequency and preparing for their fulfillment of being light body. For your light body will expand beyond your physical form and into your aura and out into your reality. As your own light body projects your beautiful multidimensional consciousness into your environment, it will activate other light bodies that are laying latent within other humans. Now, the humans have to give permission for that activation. But what we see is the ego self saying, no, I'm frightened, I'm not ready, what is this? I just want you to take me out of here, I hate it here. We see that, we understand that, we know how difficult it is in the third dimensional reality because we have many expressions of ourselves wearing earth bodies. However, that component of you is the component that you, your true multidimensional self, must remember to love and forgive and to accept unconditionally. That is your ego. Just as many of you have done inner child work and you have gone to your therapist or gone to a group or done within yourself, where you have looked at your inner child and seen the woundings of your inner child and worked to love free and heal those woundings of your inner child so that you could move into being an effective and happily functioning adult. Now, the same scenario goes from the transition from physical body to light body. Now, your light body self, which you may not yet be able to perceive as it is wavering in and out. And you know the times that it is wavering out because suddenly your consciousness is so filled with bliss and joy and love. You also know the times when your light body is wavered back into the core of your spine and maybe all the way down into that sleeping serpent at the base of your spine. Because those are the times that you feel lost and abandoned in a hostile planet. And there are definitely many components of 3D Earth that are definitely hostile. That is not for you to shift. What it is for you, our beloved volunteers, to shift is to note these areas of reality and send them unconditional love, unconditional acceptance as they are still contributing to the third dimensional hologram, and unconditional forgiveness for the discomfort that they have caused you. When you take the initiative to send out love, light, forgiveness, and mercy, then you have raised your consciousness to a frequency that those who are still lost in the darkness of power over others cannot touch. Therefore, it is important for you to remember to not allow yourself to not fall into fear or anger about the circumstances of your third dimensional life. For when you allow yourself to sink into your third dimensional behaviors and habits, then you are once again vulnerable to that very darkness that you can heal by rising above it in frequency, the frequency of your consciousness, and serving to send unconditional love to those elements of your reality that you have allowed yourself to become victimized to. Now, it is also vital that you remember to recognize whenever you are having statements that places you in the place of being a victim to another person, a victim to society, a victim to your finances, a victim to your boss. That lowers your consciousness and places you back down into the briar patch of the habitual thoughts, feelings, reactions, and fears that rule your third dimensional reality. We ask, therefore, our dear volunteers, that you remember to begin every morning by calibrating with yourself, your true multidimensional self. The way that you calibrate with your multidimensional self is through any form of meditation, still, walking, swimming, running, singing, drawing, whatever action or state of inaction that can allow you to move into your core. So if it is an active out in the world, you may have to get yourself prepared by having that action that raises your consciousness, and then find a safe place to sit down, to go inside yourself. Make sure your physical body is in a protected place and return inside. This is much like ascended masters. They have a third dimensional vehicle that they wear, such as James Tremaine, who's moving in and out of his third dimensional vehicle throughout the centuries of your time. And what occurs when they disappear and you don't see these ascended beings for a while is they are on retreat, is their higher dimensional self. Now, these beings are masters, so they know how to actually roll up this third dimensional vessel and store it within their high heart. Much as you might take all of your possessions and confine them by putting them in one of those bags that you smishes it soft, and so it's not as big, and then you can more easily carry it. All of you always carry your third dimensional vessel in your high heart. All of you always project out your third dimensional being from your high heart, up, down, front, back, right, left. Voila, you have an earth vessel to wear. Now, when you have not yet moved into being an ascended master, which means that you have learned to be 100% master of your energy field. That means that there is never any fear, any anger, any darkness ever in your field that you allow to remain. Now you can see it trying to impinge your field. And the ascended masters have that same issue as well. But they have an automatic response that any darkness that threatens to impinge upon their field is automatically met with unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, and unconditional acceptance. And so that darkness impinging on their field will either accept that glorious gift and move into a higher frequency themselves, or turn and run in terror. Either way, Gaia is still a free will planet, and the beings who live there have free will. None of you can force or make or assist someone to ascend if they do not want to ascend. Now, they might say, I want to ascend, I want to ascend, I want to ascend. Right, but they also know, I want a paycheck, I want a paycheck, I want a paycheck. Now, if you want a paycheck, you have to go to work. If you want to make money, you have to give a service. And then, from the offering of that service, somebody gives you money, and then you get paid. Now, if you want a light body, your physical body has to put out fifth dimensional service. That means a service that is within the now, free of time, without polarity, without need of recognition, and absolutely free of ego. And then that energy comes back into you, into your high heart, into your spine, and ignites that fifth dimensional perception of reality, fifth dimensional experience of reality, and a fifth dimensional form in which you can engulf those experiences, those perceptions. And your physical body is inside of your light body. Now, at a given point, and that now has not occurred, and you will know when that now is. If you are in the now, you will know that it is now. That all of these inner third dimensional components will flash out into the fifth dimension. However, that is not within this immediate now. What you are learning is to switch. You have always held your light body within you and worn your earth vessel around your light body. Dearly beloved ascending ones, we ask you now to pull your physical body inside of you and surround that physical expression with your multidimensional self, who will assist you to flash out your fifth dimensional light body from your core to the outside of your being. Now, there are many that will not see your light body, for in order to see another's light body, they must be able to see their own. Therefore, there are some brave pioneers who will walk around wearing their light body, and most people will only see their physical form inside of their light body, because their perceptions are not calibrated to the fifth dimension. But someone has to start. And we say to you, beloved ones, you are the one. Blessings be.